audio.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about the single leg body weight RDL, which I know is probably an exercise you did like at some point in time to like learn how to hip hinge if you've been lifting for a while. But we're going to look at it from a different light. Okay, what we're going to look at this as is a great opportunity to not load our body, give our tissues a little bit of like an active rest, with the exception of like our feet and abdominal muscles. Okay. This is what we call like a self-limiting exercise, which means that you're not going to be able to push it super hard from a load perspective, but we can really fine tune some of the inefficiencies and dysfunctions in our motor patterns, okay? So we're not doing weight on purpose because we actually want to kind of create a little bit of an instability component to this drill, okay? So I'm going to do it, and Lily's just going to kind of coach you on some of the fine-tuning things that we want you to focus on while doing it. But our main principles stay the same. We want to stay focused on our foot, good intra-abdominal pressure and bracing, neutral spine and posture.
Okay. So he's going down real nice and slow, fighting for his weight to stay right here over his foot. Awesome. And see how much the inside of his foot is turning on? There's a little bit of wobbling happening because he's fighting so hard to keep the weight centered right over his foot. His whole arch is turned on. You can see all of those muscles working. Yes, fighting for that stability. His spine is staying neutral and long.
Just facing this way.
Okay. The knee is tracking right over those big toes.
And by big toes, she just means the 3 toes that are the biggest. I don't have 3 big toes.
He's not a mutant.
With my toes.
Awesome, John. Show us one more from the side, and I want you to lose that good spinal positioning. Show us what it looks like when we don't brace well. Yeah. So it is a little hard to see through his shirt, but there's a curve in his low back because this place isn't solid. So instead of this being stable and then just having to balance the weight on the foot, now you're balancing every little joint in the spine, and you're just going to go into whatever compensatory pattern you normally stand or move in, which is what we want to train ourselves into a new natural that's better for our body.
And it brings up a really good point that I'm not thinking about going from point A to point B. I'm not thinking about like kicking my foot back. I'm not thinking about bowing to the ground. I'm not thinking about all these other things that you may have heard other people cue. I'm simply thinking about lowering down. This leg goes where it has to so I can balance, okay? Because my priority is not this leg. My priority is this foot, okay? So I'm not reaching. I'm not kicking. I'm balancing and hinging at the same time.
And that might sound like a minor difference, but when you're only focused on like, okay, I need to get to the floor, that's 1 rep. Get to the floor, that's 2 reps. There's no possible room for you to really be focused and aware on the form in your body. So your own self-talk while you're doing this movement is how you're going to clean up that form.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm going to be honest. I have an incredible amount of education, but I cannot listen to Lily critically and text or go on Instagram at the same time. I'm not going to kid myself. I need to stay incredibly tunnel focused on my foot. And in order for that to happen, I'm not thinking about kicking, and I'm not thinking about here because I already set it. Set this so I can focus on one thing and accomplish the task. Anything else?
No.
In audio.